Hello, Earth Element. This is High Priestess Key 333 in the place to be for the one, the two, and the three, for the knowledge, the wisdom, and the understanding that I'm bringing to you today. Um, I would first like to say that this is Earth Element energy reading, okay, or messages, right? And these readings can resonate not only with earth signs, which would be Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, but it can resonate with anyone who feels or is in or resonates with earth element at this time. The earth element goes back to earthly things, right? Money, material things, right? Such as your home, cars, whatever it may be. Earth element is also about nature, mother nature, weather, things of these sorts, right? Tangible items, but also herbal things, right? Holistic living, earthly grounding to the earth to receive the energetic energy, you know? And so it is. And so these messages come to those who are resonating or who need messages towards any of those elemental things, right? Towards the earth. So let's get into it. I hope all is well. As you guys know, this channel is resonates and speaks towards the spiritual astrology of the Vedic. We tap on the Vedic, but we truly are a true sidereal channel. Okay, so you'll hear me speak in reference of planetary alignment. I don't use tarot cards over here. I use my oracle cards. These cards are what the ancestor has placed in reference of answering and delivering messages. I am just a vessel. All right. So your messages for the earthly element. Let's get to it and let's see what the Most High and our ancestors want us to know around earth element at this time. I hope all is well. This is the Lion's Gate portal. Wide open, huh? Today, healing day. A day of healing, things being revealed. So let's see what my earthly energy is all about right now. Okay, Earth. Okay, Earth. You have some things, okay? The earth element is definitely, and it makes sense too. Thank you, ancestors, for the message. So right now, it definitely goes back to Mercury energy that is here, which goes back to Mercury retrograde until Wednesday. No, until the 11th. I don't know which day that's on, but the 11th is when Mercury goes retrograde, and it looks like the ancestors is trying to tell us that that's what we're that's the energy we're in and what we're enduring at this time. It's been a lot of things that has happened during this Mercury retrograde. But the main things that the ancestors pull out in reference of the Mercury retrograde energy that we are enduring at this time goes back to our living conditions. It goes back to some's lifespan, death. It goes back in reference of generations towards the father, the grandfather, the lineage that is connected to that side of the paternal. The things that the earth signs are enduring at this time is definitely things around your home life. It could even be medical, right? It could even be educational, right? That could go back to like medical cost of things, educational costs of things. Because remember, earth element, we're talking about pinnacles, okay? So the ancestors is saying, if you are enduring these type things at this time in reference of maybe some are having a major situation around finances, earthly things that you're enduring at this time during this Mercury retrograde is because it's the reads. It's for you to reevaluate things, for you to reassess some things so you can attract what it truly is that you're supposed to have in this lifetime. So this energy goes back to watery element as well. But the ancestors is definitely showing right now, Earth, it's based off of what you want. You can create and have whatever you want. You have that Jupiter energy that is here in reference of the law of inspired actions. Okay, and that energy goes back to, like I said, 3 generationals back. This is the time you should be doing a lot of ancestral work in reference of your lineage. Okay, because right now the wheel is turning of expansion for Earth. Okay, for you earth elements or those that resonate with earth, you may be going through some things, but this is for you to be able to receive the lesson and to be able to move forward in a brighter and an expansive way. Earth, right now, what you're inspired to do is to shift that energy. I feel like a lot of you guys are trying or working on breaking those generational curses. I feel like the sun and that Chiron energy coming together of what you're inspired to do is definitely allowing you to heal those wounds, right? Not only the wounds that you have, but the wounds of others that may be in your family or the lineage or the family traditions of such, right? This is judgment. So going through judgment is all about the awakening process. It's all about the judgment process. And the ancestors is showing that is true. You may be having some success that's coming in for you. But also I'm seeing some things that you could be dealing with legally as well. And if so, it looks like that could also be something that's coming in, or if not, that is something that's coming in. Okay. If you have Libra, if you have Aquarius, if you have Pisces in your chart, if you're a Virgo, if you have Leo in your chart, if you have Scorpio in your chart, it's a lot of water here, but that could also be what Earth is going through, a very emotional time. Mercury is in Cancer, which is another water element, right? Or another water sign. So you are going through some emotional things as an earth sign, and sometimes that muddies the water because you are earth. So when water hits the earth, it makes it watery, right? It makes it muddy, makes it unclear. And so the ancestors want you to know that there's some sacrifice that is needed, but you can change this. You have an intervention that's here. You may have had some interruptions, and a lot of it goes back to an aspect of healing. Overall, the energy that is here is planetary blessings, Earth, okay? But you must be obedient. Great obedience is what the ancestors is saying, because right now, the energy that you're in and what you've been going through have been interferences in your living conditions and or even some of you in reference of health. Like I said, you are definitely overall the energy for earth is Andromeda, and you could shift that energy if you're doing the greater good. Okay, so this is a time of selfless services when you're within relationships and so forth. That will bring in that energy. It's all about enlightenment right now. It's all about you connecting with the divine. This is the realm of external energy that's affecting you internally, when in actuality we tell you to go internal within first, and so without, as above so below. And knowing that that is actually the planet right before the lion's gate, this is something that you've been going through and have been going through before this lion gate has happened. But the ancestors is saying that's the breakthrough, that's the portal that you need to be working with and working on, right? To get through. We come to it to get through it, and you must do it. Now let's get clarity on this spread. I hope it resonates with my earth. Just know that you may want to watch the water element reading as well. Ooh, yeah. Europa flew out, which is all about your physical needs. You must work on self. Clarity for earth element. Clarity for earth ancestors. Clarity. Ooh. That energy is strong. Your energy is very strong. Work with the lion's gate, earth. Earth element, clarity for earth. Clarity for earth element. Thank you. Yeah. Just as I said, don't allow yourself to be manipulated and tricked out of whatever it is that you're putting your focus towards. Okay, because Mars energy could be very, very intense right now. fiery element of what you're enduring right now. You could be dealing with a Sagittarius or a Pisces in reference of the energy that you're enduring at this time. But the ancestors is also saying, allow yourself to move through whatever it is that you feel like you're going through. This element that's here is definitely some Uranus energy, which is goes back to, manipulation. Somebody could be trying to deceive you out of some things or trick you, or could be some type of situation where you feel that you may know what's happening, but you truly don't. So the ancestors want you to look outside of the box, okay? If you feel restricted right now in reference of your earthly possessions, the ancestors is saying you have the ability to shift this in a major way, okay? You have a lot here in reference of, I'm speaking to Capricorns, I'm speaking to Taurus, I'm speaking to my Virgos. So you're all here in this spread in reference of Earth. If you have that as one of your prominent sun, moon, and risings, this definitely may resonate with you strongly. But it's definitely that Uranus energy that is here. But also, the ancestors said, don't you be the trickster either. Don't manipulate. Don't be naive to some things that could be happening in your life. Okay, right now is a big aspect of healing that comes out as well for you. Things that you regret, things that you maybe have a lot of depression and anxiety about your past and things of that sort. The ancestors want you to surrender that. It's all about you staying focused. Some of you, you're moving into some type of leadership position. You are to lead, you are to teach, you are to be the example for others in reference of your success. The things that you're inspired to do, looks like that energy will shift for you and the earthly elements will reign in. But you must go through this process of healing. You have a lot here around your earthly possessions, which goes back to you as the element, but you also have a lot here in reference of, abundance, okay? Work as well. But also the ancestors want you to know that everything in your life right now, it goes back to the law of relativity, which is that Capricorn energy. So Capricorn, it is a Capricorn moon in the truth sidereal, which is in your segment here, Earth, of the law of cause and effect. So what you cause, whether that's an intervention for yourself or whether that's an interruption for yourself, or whether you're going through either one, just know that you can come out of it. You can be prosperous, okay? You can be triumph. You can triumph through this. You have to have the strength. Ancestors said, right now it's about you being the prayer warrior, okay? Capricorn energy. But that's going to get you through. Repent for your sins. Remember, the tongue is powerful, earth element, so be careful. I have a lot of Sagittarius energy in this spread in reference of earth dealing with Sag energy. We know Sag is all about seeking alignment. So right now, the ancestors want you to seek alignment when it comes to your relationships, when it comes to your money. Right now, that's what the ancestors is telling you that has to happen. Okay, a lot of that goes back to the law of correspondence, but also mercy and understanding. Okay, so you must connect with your ancestors, connect with the Most High, right? And understand that things can shift and change, but you must put in that energy work. There's no such thing as, you want to change your outcome and you're not tapping in with your lineage, with your ancestors. You must do this to see a difference, to see a change, okay? And they're waiting for you. They're waiting for you. Um, let's see the overall outcome message outside of what we see here. Definitely energy of Capricorn, which of course goes back to the moon that we're getting ready to have. Yeah. Earthly possessions, you could change and shift anything. Right now, you should be manifesting with your mouth, speaking it into existence, putting it into play. Right now, you need to be working with your herbs. You need to be doing things with your candles, because you got that fire element in here as well. You need to be definitely maybe even working with water. But all of these things coming together, the ancestors said, right now you can have what you create from earthly possessions is what you can have at this point in time. A lot of you, that is also in reference of you shifting the medical situations, because a lot of you are having some medical situations that are going on because it's in the spread for earth. But once again, earth goes back to health as well. So the ancestors is saying, don't be manipulated out of that situation. Some of you are going to be going through some health situations around the weather. So be careful of maybe being too cold or too hot or something of that sort, or maybe getting colds, right? But there's some type of aspect of weather situation that's here. So ancestors definitely want my earth signs to know this message, okay? Work on your third eye, okay? The ancestors want you guys to work on your third eye, okay? Make sure you're doing that so you can see clearly, all right? You're not restricted. You have a lot of abundance that's in this spread. You have a lot of things that are going to come to pass. You may not be able to see it right now, but earthly possessions is all over your spread, which is you, okay? So take heed, seek alignment, and I feel like things will shift and change for you. It's all about you. And it's about you healing those wounds, breaking those curses, and doing the things for you. Make sure you're in prayer and meditation. Make sure you're doing everything around working and helping your ancestors in the spiritual realm. All right. Much love to you. I'll see you soon, Earth. Peace.